Thinner through the whole machine, cleaning it to get it ready to put white paint in it. So now I'm gonna put thinner in the machine and run the thinner through it. This is thinner. The thinner. When the bubbles stop coming out, that's when paint's coming out. So as you can see, paint's already coming out. That's thinner. So now I'm gonna thin those out. I removed the tip from the nozzle. Put the paint back in the paint area. That's paint. Once the thinner comes out, run it for a long while, like at least a minute or two. So I cleaned one gun, now I'm gonna clean this gun. This is the longer hose. This is for you to do stencils and stuff and all like that. So you're gonna take off the tip, shoot the paint back into the paint. How it's a long gun, it's gonna shoot a lot of paint for a while. When you lift the pressure, so it has pressure in it. Once you don't want pressure, you can dump the pressure. It'll dump it. So now that thinner's coming out of it, we're gonna put in the thinner bucket. What I like to do is run it till it cleans something. Like once you see that area become kind of clean, you know, just kind of leave it on something so that it cleans something up. Some of that old paint off. You know, you could just put it on the side of the bucket. Whatever. But let it run for a couple of minutes. Once that's done, that's thinner. That's paint. This is thinner, it's red. It's not gonna make your paint red. The paint is thick, that's like, you know, watery. It's gonna push it out. On this job, we're using Gorilla Paint, which is way more shinier and prettier. So, open it up. We're gonna mix it and strain it, that way it doesn't clog my machine. So all we're doing is mixing paint right now. Strain it into this bucket. Now that we've strained it, well, we're finished straining it, we can run it into the machine. This doesn't clog up or the tip get clogged up. What I like to do is, I like air to get in the line. A lot of people don't like it, but if air gets in the line, that means all the so wait till bubbles start popping out. They pop out, put it in the other thing. Run this line. Once paint starts coming out of it, see how it's pinkish? Turn off the pressure. Transfer it over to Now that that's done, we could run the lines. Start with the long one first. It's thinner, so we're gonna just push all the thinner through it. You can do them at the same time, it doesn't really matter. I already want to paint, so I'm gonna go for it. See, the white paint. Now that our machine has white paint through the both lines, we're ready to paint. The tips are standard for something. This is a 319. This is a 319, this is for a 4-inch line. Anything bigger than the 319, like this is a 419. This 419 tip, that's basically like for fire lane, you know, stuff like that. Bigger lines, wider lines. So now, the most important step that people always forget is gas. They don't want to be out there painting and run out of gas. I always like to put gas on top of my paint too, because I don't like to have a lid, see when I'm going to run out of paint. It makes a noise too, like a tapping noise when you paint, like clock, 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 but I'd rather see it. So I'm ready to paint, fill it up to both machines. I got everything ready. I'm just really waiting for them to finish doing the layout. I'm gonna go help them and then I'll come back. So now that I finished painting the whole thing, I'm gonna go take pictures of it. Which means I have to shit just to fucking take pictures. So this is what I did today.